Chosen one, listen closely. This is not an accident. It is no coincidence that you are here, hearing this message right now. Out of millions of voices, God has pulled you into this moment because there is something urgent, something divine that you must hear before tonight is over. Heaven itself has orchestrated this encounter. You are not here by chance. You are here because destiny demanded it. Something is shifting in the spiritual realm. Something unseen yet powerful is already in motion. By the time the clock strikes midnight, heaven's hand will move in ways that will shake your life to its very core. God has declared that important fixations will happen tonight. What has been broken will begin to be repaired. What has been stolen will begin to be restored. And what the enemy has tried to destroy will be fixed by the hand of the Almighty. Do not take this lightly. This is not a random message. This is a divine alert sent directly to you. By the time you wake up tomorrow, you may find yourself in tears you cannot fully explain. But hear me, those tears are not signs of weakness. They are signs of power. They are the breaking of chains. They are the cleansing waters of transformation flowing through your spirit. Tonight is a night of spiritual rearrangement. But here's the truth. You must be careful. You must be ready. And above all, you must not ignore this call. Heaven is calling your name, and to ignore it would be to risk missing what God has specifically prepared for you. Before I go further, I need you to do 3 things right now. Don't delay. Pause this message, press the like button, and subscribe to this channel so that we can reach 20,000 chosen ones standing, strong in faith together. And then comment the number 99 below. That number is not random. It is a prophetic signal. It is the sign of divine completion, of God's order being restored in your life. By typing it, you are declaring in faith that you are aligned with heaven's timing. Chosen one, if your spirit is truly awake, you can feel the urgency pressing on your soul right now. You know deep down this message is for you. This is not entertainment. This is instruction. This is warning. This is preparation. Do not click away. Do not let distractions steal what God is trying to plant in you. Stay with me until the very end, because your future depends on it. What happens tonight will determine what you wake up to tomorrow. Heaven has set this appointment with you, and it is not to be missed. Tonight is no ordinary night. It is sacred. It is holy. It is the night when God's hand reaches down into your life and shifts everything. The only question is, will you be ready to receive it? Chosen one, listen with the fullness of your heart. Tonight is no ordinary night. This is not like yesterday, and it is not like any day before it. This is the hour when heaven bends low, when the unseen hand of God reaches into the fabric of your life to awaken something that has been asleep for far too long. Tonight is an activation. Tonight is the divine go signal for your destiny. Picture this moment clearly. As the clock approaches midnight, the natural world continues on, unaware. But the spiritual realm stands still, waiting. The angels pause in reverence. The universe itself holds its breath because something holy is about to take place. It is as though a gate has been set before you, a threshold between who you were and who you are called to become. And at the stroke of midnight, that gate will swing open. This activation is not a soft whisper. It is not a suggestion. It is a command from heaven. God himself has declared that this is the appointed time. The season of delay is over. The season of waiting is over. You have been carried through struggles, through pain, through heartbreak and tears, all leading you to this very moment. Everything that felt broken, every unanswered question, every season of silence, it was preparation. And tonight, the preparation ends and the activation begins. Chosen one, can you feel the stirring in your spirit even now? It's like a fire beginning to burn in your chest, like a deep sense that something is about to shift. That is not your imagination. That is your soul responding to heaven's call. The barriers that once held you captive are cracking. The limitations that once defined you are being erased. The chains that once weighed down your steps are shattering in the presence of God's power. When the clock strikes 12, imagine a floodgate bursting open inside of you. Rivers of clarity, power, and purpose begin to flow where there was once confusion, weakness, and doubt. This is more than spiritual. It will touch every area of your being. Emotionally, you will feel lighter, freer, unshackled from old fears. Mentally, the fog will lift, and thoughts that once tangled you in webs of doubt will give way to crystal clarity. Physically, you may even feel energy, strength, and vitality begin to rise as God breathes life into your body. This is not a moment for hesitation. This is not a time for doubt. When heaven calls, the only proper response is surrender. Do not resist what God is doing. Do not shrink back in fear. This activation was designed for you. Heaven knows your name. Heaven has marked your spirit. Heaven has declared that tonight you rise. Chosen one, tonight is the moment where everything begins to change. Do not treat this casually. Do not allow the distractions of the world to rob you of what God has planned. This is your divine activation. Step into it fully and watch as your life is transformed forever. Chosen one, hear this truth clearly. After tonight, you will not be the same. Heaven is not only moving situations around you, it is transforming the very core of who you are. This is not about fixing small pieces of your life. It is about rewriting the entire script of your destiny. Tonight, a divine shift is taking place, one that will mark you for the rest of your journey on this earth. For too long, you may have been walking under labels that were never yours to carry. Words spoken over you, lies whispered by the enemy, mistakes from your past, all of these have tried to define your identity. You were told you are not enough. You were told you are weak. You were told that you would always remain where you are. But God is saying no more. Tonight, those false labels are burned away in the fire of His presence. The true you is emerging. The chosen one God designed before the foundation of the world is stepping forward. This is the identity heaven recognizes, the identity written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Tonight, you shift from being overlooked to being anointed, from being rejected to being appointed, from being bound to walking in freedom. Destiny is not something that arrives by accident. Destiny is birthed in moments like these, when heaven's word collides with your willingness to receive. The shift happening tonight is not external first. It is internal. You may not see it with your physical eyes immediately, but your spirit will know. Something deep inside of you will awaken and roar like a lion. You will know in the depths of your being that you are no longer who you were yesterday. This identity shift brings with it a shift in destiny. The path you once thought you were walking is changing direction. Doors you thought were permanently closed will begin to open. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will begin to align with you. Relationships that weighed you down will dissolve, and new divine connections will appear. It will be as if the very atmosphere around you begins to rearrange itself to match the new identity heaven has placed upon you. But chosen one, do not misunderstand. Destiny is not about comfort. It is about calling. The shift may pull you out of familiar places. It may take you away from circles that no longer serve your growth. It may even cause you to stand alone for a season. But do not fear. When God shifts your destiny, He also equips you to walk it out. You will not lack what you need. You will not be abandoned. You will walk in strength because you walk under divine assignment. Chosen one, tonight is the night when heaven declares who you truly are. No longer bound by what was, no longer trapped in what could have been. Tonight you step into who you were always meant to be. Your destiny is no longer waiting, it is here. Chosen one, when midnight comes, do not be surprised if your eyes fill with tears. You may not even know why they are falling. You might be sitting in silence, and suddenly streams of water flow down your face. These tears are not ordinary. They are not the tears of sorrow that leave you empty. They are not the tears of defeat that weigh you down. No, these are tears from heaven, the kind that cleanse your soul and set your spirit free. Understand this. Tears are often the language of the Spirit. There are burdens too heavy for words, wounds too deep for explanations. And when the Spirit of God begins to move, when His presence rests upon you, those burdens begin to lift. The pressure you've carried in silence, the pain you buried so no one would see, it all begins to break loose. The tears come as a release, like rivers washing away years of sorrow, doubt, and fear. Chosen one, you have carried battles that no one else has seen. You have cried in silence before, but those were tears of struggle. Tonight is different. Tonight, God is turning your tears into a cleansing. Every drop that falls is washing away the residue of the past. Every tear is carrying out old pain, making room for new joy. Every sob is breaking the walls that once kept you from fully stepping into your calling. This is why you must not resist it. When the tears come, let them flow. Do not wipe them away too quickly. Do not feel ashamed. This is not weakness. This is holy release. It is the Spirit interceding within you, moving through you, healing you in ways you could never heal yourself. It is heaven's way of saying you are free. These tears are also prophetic. They are the sign that what was hidden in your spirit is being unlocked. Just as the earth releases rain to refresh the ground, your tears are watering the soil of your destiny. With every drop, something new is being planted inside of you. Peace where there was turmoil, strength where there was weariness, and joy where there was despair. And chosen one, hear me. When these tears come, chains break. The generational curses that clung to your family line lose their grip. The voices of the past that tried to define you are silenced. The spiritual enemies that lurked in the shadows scatter in defeat. Your tears are a weapon, and God is using them tonight to cleanse your spirit and renew your path. So if you find yourself trembling, if you feel your chest tighten and the tears begin to flow, do not resist. Let it happen. Because in that release, you are being restored. In that release, your spirit is being made new. In that release, you are aligning fully with heaven's plan. Chosen one, tonight, your tears will not break you. They will rebuild you. Tonight, your tears will not leave you empty. They will fill you with new strength. Let them flow, for they are holy, and they mark the beginning of your transformation. Chosen one, as the midnight hour strikes, something extraordinary happens. The natural world may remain quiet, but in the spirit realm, a great movement begins. This is the hour when heaven draws near, when God's presence does not just hover around you, it descends upon you. Tonight, you are not alone in your room, in your thoughts, or in your struggles. Tonight, the King of Kings himself is stepping into your atmosphere. Understand this, God's presence is not like anything else you can experience. It is weighty yet gentle. It is powerful yet tender. When his presence comes, it silences every voice of fear. When his presence fills the room, darkness has no choice but to flee. The very air shifts. You may feel chills, warmth, or an unexplainable peace flooding your heart. That is not your imagination. That is the divine visitation your spirit has been longing for. In this encounter, God does not come to simply comfort you. He comes to transform you. The midnight presence is a holy appointment. Think of Paul and Silas in the prison. At midnight, as they prayed and worshipped, the foundations of the prison shook and their chains fell off. The same God who broke chains then is the one visiting you now. Your midnight will not leave you bound. It will set you free. Chosen one, God's presence at midnight is also intimate. This is the moment where he whispers what no one else can hear. The questions you've asked in silence, the cries you've hidden in your pillow, the longings of your heart, tonight he answers. You may not hear him with your physical ears, but your spirit will know. His presence communicates in ways deeper than language. It speaks directly to the soul. In his presence, burdens lift, wounds heal, confusion clears, and most of all, your identity as his chosen one is sealed. You will know, not because someone told you, not because you read it in a book, but because you felt the presence of the living God, that you are his, and he is with you. That certainty will carry you through storms, through valleys, and through every attack of the enemy. Do not rush this encounter. When midnight comes, be still. Do not run to your phone. Do not distract yourself. Instead, posture yourself in openness. Whether you kneel, sit in silence, or lift your hands, prepare your heart to receive. For when his presence comes, it may only be for a moment, but that moment is enough to change the rest of your life. Chosen one, this midnight encounter is not just a visit. It is a marking. Heaven is placing its seal upon you. The very atmosphere of your life is shifting. You will carry the fragrance of his presence with you long after this night has passed, and those around you will notice. They may not understand it, but they will see something different. That difference is the evidence of your midnight encounter with God's presence. Chosen one, whenever heaven moves, hell reacts. Do not be surprised if the midnight presence of God stirs up resistance in your life. The enemy has seen what is unfolding. He knows the weight of your calling. He understands the power being activated in you tonight, and he fears it. That is why resistance comes. It is not a sign of weakness. It is proof of your significance. You may already feel this resistance. Strange dreams, sudden distractions, an unexpected heaviness pressing against your spirit. Perhaps doubts have been whispering into your mind, "This isn't real." You're imagining it. Nothing is going to change. Those whispers are not yours. They are lies from the pit of hell, desperate attempts to shake your faith before the shift takes root. But hear me clearly, the resistance is nothing compared to the victory God has already secured for you. The devil can press, but he cannot prevail. He can shout, but he cannot silence what heaven has declared. He can try to block you, but the gates of hell cannot stand against the authority of God's chosen ones. Tonight is not just about encountering his presence. It is about stepping into victory that no enemy can steal. Think of Israel at the Red Sea. Pharaoh's army pressed hard behind them. The waters seemed impossible before them. Yet God split the sea and drowned the enemy in the very path meant to destroy them. That is what the midnight victory looks like. What once seemed like an obstacle will become the very stage for God's glory in your life. Chosen one, you must understand this. Resistance is a sign that breakthrough is near. The enemy does not waste energy fighting what does not threaten him. The very fact that he has resisted you is proof that heaven has marked you. And when heaven marks you, victory is not optional, it is guaranteed. Tonight, when the tears flow and the presence descends, the enemy will try to throw distractions, fears, or even sudden emotions to pull you away. Do not give him ground. Stand firm. Lift your voice in prayer. Declare aloud, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." And watch as the atmosphere begins to shift in your favor. Your midnight victory is not just personal. It is generational. The resistance you are overcoming tonight is breaking cycles that have lingered in your family line. Patterns of fear, failure, addiction, and oppression are crumbling under the weight of God's hand. What resisted your parents, your grandparents, or those before you will not have the same power over you. You are the chosen one, sent to break the chain and carry freedom into the future. So take heart, chosen one. The resistance may be loud, but the victory is louder. The attack may come suddenly, but the deliverance will come swiftly. Tonight, you are not just surviving the enemy's push. You are walking into undeniable triumph. Midnight marks the end of resistance and the rise of your victory. Chosen one, when the night passes and the first light of dawn breaks across the sky, something in your life will have shifted forever. Midnight was the moment of encounter. The tears were the release. The resistance was the test. But the dawn is the proof. The dawn is the sign that God has made all things new. You will wake up and feel different. Your spirit will be lighter, your mind clearer, and your heart stronger. The burdens that weighed you down will feel strangely absent, almost as if they were never there. That is because they were lifted, carried away by the hand of God in the night. The dawn is your new beginning, your fresh start, your confirmation that heaven has not forgotten you. Think about it, every new day begins in darkness. The night comes first, and only then does the light emerge. Your life has been no different. You have endured nights of pain, nights of confusion, nights of unanswered prayers. But those nights were not wasted. They were the soil where faith was planted. And now, at the break of dawn, you are stepping into the harvest of all those hidden prayers and silent tears. Chosen one, the dawn means new assignments. The things that once held you back will no longer have a place in your story. Where there was hesitation, there will be boldness. Where there was fear, there will be courage. Where there was lack, there will be provision. God does not simply restore you to where you were before. He advances you. He multiplies what you lost. He makes you stronger than you ever imagined. This new beginning also comes with clarity. For so long you may have questioned your path. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Why have I endured so much? But in the dawn, answers will begin to appear. God will align people, opportunities, and directions that you could never have arranged on your own. He will open doors that no man can shut and close doors that were never meant for you. But chosen one, remember this. The dawn is not just a gift. It is a responsibility. What God has entrusted to you now must be guarded, cherished, and used for His glory. Walk carefully, walk faithfully, and walk boldly. Do not fall back into the old ways, for they no longer belong to you. You are new. Your story is new. Your calling is new. And as the sun rises on this new day, let it be a reminder. No matter how dark the night became, the light always comes. No matter how strong the resistance was, victory always follows. No matter how many tears fell, joy always arrives in the morning. This is your dawn, chosen one. Step into it without fear. Step into it with gratitude. Step into it knowing that God Himself has written a new chapter for you. And it begins today.